Cypher. Corsair, Mega, and Dubs land at Havoc, usually preferring the north side of the drop, and although might have trouble making it out of early game in a few of their games, the loot they get when the drop ends up working out sets them up for exponentially more points in the endgame with lots of mobility, shields, high rarity weapons to make big clutches. Landing in powerful drop spots is a challenge that requires practice and teamwork to overcome. Being efficient with comms, having a plan, being prepped and ready, as well as adapting to anything you see on the glide, and using being successful in early parts of your game. Use that edge for a boost on the competition in endgame, securing good placement and elim points with your trio. And who knows, maybe you can be on the top of the leaderboards playing in the grand finals of the FNCS.
What's up, Fortnite fam? It's me, Zeke, and we're hanging out with our best friend, Sundown. Something a little crazy, Sundown.
Oh, are we now, Zeke? What are we doing?
We are going to make some very bold predictions heading into the finals of the FNCS. We also have our friend Monster D-Face standing by and Shy Wager. Gentlemen, if you want to say hello.
What's up, boys?
Heyo.
Very quickly, within 30 seconds or less, you guys got to tell me your predictions for the region. All right, we're starting with Middle East, Sundown.
So everyone else went with they won 4 of the 5 times, but I think them might have given them not enough practice. So my bet is going to go towards Flame Prime and Hunter. They can towards the top and can't leave out Fizzle, Clops, and Captain as well.
All right.
Honestly, Bees, Slaya, and Skyla. And the main reason is because the trio actually went to NA dominate the region in week 4. So with that being said, I know the X2 twins are, kind of one of the fan faves coming up, but I think Geese, Slay, and Skylar are really going to give OCE a run for its money coming up.
Now for Asia, coming back to you. What are those predictions?
So Asia, and I've been pretty adamant about this, how there's been about 5 to 10 teams consistently up top. I think it's actually the trio of Jaguar and QLO. They played over in Europe for the World Cup. They have the most amount of experience. I think that's what's going to allow them to win out.
Sure. Speaking of Europe, Shy Wager, you're up.
You guys already know the things are here, Neutral, Longo, and Benji, but the only trio I think that can start a revolution are Stompy, Chinkin, and Talkboy. They have a kind of counter play style. They already have a rivalry brewing with the Kings of Europe, and I think these guys will have the edge taking it over at the end of the finals.
All right, for NA East, Shy, we're going to pick your brain again.
So one of the favorite picks to win NA East are Bucky, Animal, and Aspect, but I think the counter to that trio, who's really strong at the moment, is Clicks, Crims, and Spades. They play kind of a rugged type of low ground situation, always getting their win condition at the very end of the game. So I think their type of randomness and at the end of the game.
Now let's talk about Brazil, gentlemen. I'm going to make a bold claim here. I'm going to say the red trio is going to bring it home. Snow, Avalar, and Techno Viking. We've seen Techno Viking. He almost made World Cup qualifiers. Just barely missed out on qualifying. The same for Snow and Avalar. This will be their weekend. They're very hungry for the win. I'm telling you guys, they are going to do it. Now, finally, let's wrap up with NA West. Monster D-Face, give us your take.
I'd be crazy not to mention the trio, Scented, Rex, and Edgy, because they've been the most consistent in the NA West region. But I think another trio that can give them a run for their money is going to be Arkham, Falconer, and Vinny. And Falconer, by the way, the only free agent on this team here in the NA West, at the top of the board, still dominating. So I would love to see them come through and pull it big for the NA West region.
Some pretty bold predictions made across the board from everyone. Sundown, Shy Wager, Monster D-Face, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And for everyone at home, don't forget, tune in this weekend for the FNCS Finals, September 20th through the 22nd. You can watch at Fortnite.com/watch. And of course, guys, we'll see you on the battle bus.
Beep, beep.
Fortnite fans. so much, and now we are here for the grand finals of the Fortnite Champion Series. Now, you guys know who I am. I'm Zeke. Well, let's introduce the crew that will be hanging out all weekend long. On the left of me, you've got Sundown, the luscious locks, T-posing on everyone with a nice little dab. In the back, you've got Dr. Lupo. He recently won an award for being an incredible human being. And to his right, you've got Monster D-Face. Incredible content still confuses for some reason. I'm not sure why. Up in front, you've got Shy Away, big man with even bigger plans. And by the end of the game, a couple. I know you guys all of the action. But first, we should probably get all these new faces to the broadcast up to speed on how the broadcast is going to be run. Let's start with the broadcast schedule. So right now, we're going to be hopping into Europe during one of the heats going on right now. Later on, we'll take a look at some of the replays from Middle East that happened this morning with a live look in at Brazil after that. And then we'll wrap the day with NA East. Now, how are these guys racking up their points? Let me get you up to speed on that. So first off, 9th through 12th will get you 3 points. Placing between 5th and 8th is 6. 3rd and 4th is 9 points. Second place is 12 points, and that victory royale is worth 15, with every elimination being 1 point. Now, the prize pool across the FNCS has been $10 million. And here is a prize distribution for this weekend. A lot of money to be divvied out. And of course, the money is great, but being able to be crowned the first ever season champions across all regions is an even better feat. Now, before hopping into the games, we made some predictions earlier on in the week for Europe. There is one among us that is had a bit of a different opinion, and that's fine. We'll get there. But Sundown, why don't you tell us about our predictions from Europe?
So I'll talk about our predictions since the rest of us decided that, we had a brain and were able to look at what went on in the past 5 weeks. And Mitra, Mongo, and Benji just wiped the floor with the rest of the region. They averaged a 1.4 placement, 3 wins, 2 second places. I know I've always harped on it, but it took 4 really, really bad games in both countries for them to get barely pushed out and played their game. They've been on top, but Shy, it seems like you went a different direction.
Well, I understand they got their high placements, they're in their high castle, but personally, I see a revolution coming. I predict the upset, Stompy Chicken and Aqua actually taking it all home at the end of the grand finals. They're amazing, but I think they won't have what it takes ultimately, and Aqua will steal the race at the very end.
Well, we'll have to see how things pan out for these trios. Now, like I said earlier, by the end of the broadcast, Shy will be eating a cup of mayonnaise if he wins out in Europe. So we'll have to see if that pans out for everyone. Now, guys, we are going to be jumping into game number 2 of heat number 1. Europe, we're going to jump right into the action. So we've got Monster D-Face, Dr.
Thank you very much. For those that are confused, Shy on Twitter made a call and said if the 3 that we've all, I mean, we've seen this thus far. If they do in fact win, he will eat not a cup, an entire jar of mayonnaise on stream. And to be quite honest with you, I think that might be some of the best content that I've seen on the internet in quite a while. Now, going into Europe here, like I said, game 2, it's already rolling right now. Monster, before we jump right into it, what do you think? How do you think things are going to play out today?
I think my stomach hurts. I'm going to have to sit down and let this one kind of digest as we jump into these games. But let's go ahead and hop right in. It's Europe. They're trying to get to the grand finals. There's going to be a lot of action unfolding today, Dr. Lupo.
Lo and behold, 95 players remaining. Only one trio in whole has gone down. And we're jumping right into retail with the trio themselves, Benji, Mongrel, and Mitro. Honestly, some of the most dominant players in solos and duos, and now they're trioed up.
That's right.
Crazy Kitted already, a gold RPG.
That's
right
literally what I want to touch on
Crazy.
right there.
Look,
The retail row loot
Look at the inventory.
sets him up for success. And the best of the new, items introduced to Fortnite, and it's a great item, right? It's so versatile. So you're going to see shockwaves, you're going to see launch pads, campfires, and even with the recent adjustment to the loot, the way it's divvied out here in retail, it's still so prominent in the loadouts. You're going to see the difference. And just look at the map on the side. Basically, no one around him to contest.
It's wild to think. So I'm going to say it. I'm pretty sure everyone is already thinking it as we've seen them play, of course, the qualifiers for this event. If no one contests retail, or it's lightly contested. Let's say somebody drops black tops and they take versus Sato, or however it's split.
I can tell you what that means. It means Shayo is 100%
eating the mayonnaise. 100% guaranteed eating the mayonnaise. In fact, production, can we get a jar of mayonnaise ready? For before Sunday because based on what we've seen thus far, we have an insane mat count across the board already. Look at the inventory. This is ridiculous. They hit it to the teeth. 11 points already going into game 2. Game 1 must have. We'll have to take a look back so we can see exactly how that played out for them the previous round. But they're moving in. They have maybe. Granted, we can see on the minimap that there's no. There's no one around. They have free rotation in to see where the next circle ends up. Meanwhile, you're going to have teams against each other already, moving in, fighting it out.
Just dictating the pace of this battle here. If they're trying to look for this push right now, the shield bubble's not going to be effective. He actually had to push out of it, and it's a 3v1 situation right here. Down comes the Stinker. That's going to have to push him back, and it should be a nice, easy close-in. You see right there,
I'm
the
zoned
angles.
inside. One box left. The quick edit, the swap, lands the shot,
nice
trap
little
from above, dodges it. Basically no damage taken.
It's a good attempt. Pretty good attempt right there. Did try to, catch the Vic off guard, but it was fast enough. Managed to kind of sneak on through.
By the way, on the right side of your screen, here's the results of game 1. You see Mongrel, Mitro, Benji Fishy taking 5th place. Bubblefly, Miro, and so in the first place position up there, which means 15 points for that trio. There's the remainder of your top 10. Just a quick info blast there for you if you did not see game 1 on any of the channels that might be streaming their gameplay right now.
And I love that. I love that we can see exactly where we're at with the leaderboard. That was the wrap-up of game 1, your top 10 teams coming into game 2 now. And remember, every single heat, they're going against one another. So we're gonna see rivalry. The best, like that leaderboard is gonna change with every single elimination. Every battle, they're going against each other.
With the exception, of course, once Mongrel, Mitro, and Benji take that first place spot. I'm just saying, they have been playing insane. That's not to say that anybody else can't potentially take that top spot. It's very possible. I mean, even Sky Hunter and Keysar from Solori and Lestream, an excellent trio. But man, just the dominant gameplay from NMB has been insane to watch.
Yeah,
Up here on top of the hill now.
Sundown put it best. You're playing catch up here with how the performances go here as Hunter skied of the Tilted Town. You can take a look at that map there. Players are setting up. They're setting the perches. The high grounds are playing. And that is how you can start to choke out squads that are rotating late here. They are going to hopefully, get a little bit of that RNG, right? Get that zone to fall in their favor. Because otherwise, they'd have to burn some valuable resource early on.
I will say, over 10 seasons of Fortnite, this hill has been one of the most consistent high ground advantage spots to take. And even now, you're looking down on Tilted Town where there's no building. You have essentially free shots on players that do, for some reason, choose or are forced to rotate through there. This spot is insanely good. You have clear line of sight on so many different locations. Even the high hill to the north, which is high ground elevation-wise, you still have a clear line of sight on a majority of what's up there. There's only a little nub at the top that can block line of sight of anybody that's moving on the north side of that hill. This trio, Skype, Keysar, Hunter, they're in a great spot going into the next circle.
Absolutely. There's no reason for them to move right now either. As you said, they have a nice line of sight over the field here. And all those tags, those are crucial tags. Remember, Storm Surge can affect anyone here, so you have to be proactive. You can't just sit around and be complacent with your positioning. You have to be actively seeking for damage if you don't want to get taken out by the Storm Surge. But here we have another little engagement. Let's go down here. It looks like the Vic is currently turning, this house inside out. There's a team very close by.
For just southeast there, the gas station. So you have one more player, the Gazebo, in the middle of the park, going to rotate up on top, and I think now's the time to try to get a height advantage. You don't want anybody to apply too much pressure. Plus, they are further away from the zone, so the team from TC, they are in a good spot to just try and stormhold this, if that's what it comes down to. You have 3 potential point pickups here, eliminations. Actually, pressure going in here. Muser taking the high ground on top of this trio. Used that shockwave and got up on top. I would expect pressure from the other 2 here momentarily. We will see. But there is another trio. Look, on the minimap, you have another team coming in from behind. So now both the trios that we just saw on your screen right now that are fighting it out here at this northeast building in Pleasant, they're about to get storm-held by another team down there. They're moving in as well. There's going to be 3 teams fighting basically in one building in a second here. Gems is eliminated. You have a couple pickups there. The Vic, 3 eliminations now, a ton of materials, but you do have literally another team on top of them right now.
And that's what happens when Storm Surge comes into effect. People do desperate things. So this team was totally fine parked up here, but now they have to force the push here. They have to defend themselves, and lucky for them, they get the tags, they get the trades, and their entire trio is still standing. This is a 3-way battle going on here, all of which is probably forced out because of Storm Surge now.
I guarantee you there's some
Robab did a good
frustration.
job here. He's going to get shot in the back. He's the most hurt. He's actually going to shockwave through, trying to find himself a better position here, Dr. Lupo. And he does. He breaks away. He's got a little bit of time to himself now.
Good call there to try and rotate away. They are a little split at this point. Falconly's going to have to rotate back. Junior 7 Josh and Tom Wamo all stacked up next to each other right there in front of the garage of that building. Wonder if the campfire is going to be a clue for them. If they do spot it and realize they might be low HP, might be the time to push. They have a way to pressure. 5 shockwaves in the inventory of Robabs means rotation here in a minute is not going to be a problem. The team shockwave could come in clutch. Might be time for it. You see him line it up. In fact, he might even be marking it just to say, hey, let's get ready to go. Indeed, that's what he was doing. There we go. Rotation all the way south. Look at that. Solid push ahead of the team that did apply pressure moments ago. They have the circle advantage now, and now they are sitting at the forefront, able to storm hold.
And what
a big move
reckless push. They had the zone right here.
They did.
They go outside the storm, the safety zone, just to try and force that fight.
You got to think the potential chance of taking damage from the storm, the storm surge might have been the reason for the push. Not 100% sure. We didn't have the number up on the screen at that moment, but you have to think throwing away a positional advantage the last second there, especially because you know the storm timer, the circle timer is on your screen, so they know that at some point, if they're going to push, they need to make it quick or they just need to wait. Chose to move out there, and now they're on the outside. Meanwhile, 3 HP. The other 2 from the trio. Matsui Amplify still up. This is the winners from game 1, by the way.
Oh, they are.
25 points, a big lead going into game 2.
Shambles loot right here, man. Mira with no heals, 3 HP in a dream. Amplify also equally hurt. They do have a couple of eliminations to their name here, but it's looking pretty dicey.
Look on your mini-map. They have to rotate past so many teams, and they're sharing loot right now just to try and give everybody a chance. I almost would say maybe Miro drop everything that he's got just in case, any chance to boost up the other 2, because at this point, 3 HP is not the best situation to be in. Here we go, Matsui pushing forward. On his tail, you see, you can watch the mini-map just a second there.
You actually
right
have to appreciate Matsui kind of leading the charge here. He's the only one with shield on his team, so he says, you know what, I'm going to go out first. I'll do the building, leading here, taking the path to the next zone. And I mean, he gets them a little bit closer to the safety spot. I think the play here is either catch a pick, get this siphon, or buy time, right? Down, you guys get a little share time on it, and they can get that way to the zone.
That audio cue, you hear the shockwave, that actually is a very good signal for them being low HP. They don't want to make a move before somebody else. And Hunter gets almost beamed into the ground, but now they know that they're basically free to rotate. The team that was potentially going to be a problem. Big hit there, gets the elimination on Hunter. Very valuable. Amplified does in fact go down. You see in the top left, Rackstone takes him down from D-Mine. 23 trios remaining, 61 players total. The threshold in the middle right, they're 343 damage above. But Miro still sitting at only 3 HP. The mini's going to be a big pickup there. 53 total.
At least he gets him a little more health here, right? Puts him in the game, keeps him in the running just for a little longer. Now he has the option to pick up this blue pump. He's actually going to opt into keeping the gold tack. That's actually a pleasant surprise there. Wouldn't have thought that, the pros would take the slower.
You get a 200 damage hit with a blue pump. The difference between making it into the circle and getting stopped by somebody, maybe you get surprised inside your own box. Somebody takes it. Situational awareness is big for blue pump to be extremely effective, and your accuracy has to be on. But
Appreciate this. There's still this game right here. There's a minigun over to the left. That hit right there is going to hurt a lot, though, because again, the heals are so sketchy here. I think they have one more minigun to the name. Yeah, perfect time to come with the explodes right there. He's trying to break through the field. Someone's going to catch a sneak
20 trios remaining. Get close to.
Looking at the feed, I saw Mitro still in the running here somewhere in the game. So that trio, top 5 trio, still in the running here. I think our number 1 team might have been completely wiped now. They cannot accumulate any points, but they did pick up a lot of elimination. So you best believe they're still in the top 10 as far as we know right now. Still so early.
There's a lot of opportunity here. We still have 4 games left. Camo, Army of Pepper at the top of this, looks like 4 or 6 block tower. Stinger to apply pressure while the minigun is going. Love the EU. Too much minigun. Other regions right now. This Tomo ammo does go down. Imagine that many rounds from a trio, all shooting at your single build and you're by yourself. It basically GG at that point.
And this team here is also just heavy right now. An objective for the squad right here, and they have the prime position to catch the mix of anyone rotating from the backside. This is actually perfect too, right? The heavy congestion is below them. They don't have anyone